Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Yester Grace. Last time, what did we do last time? Mostly last time was learning about the stabber. That was fun. We spoke with some gentleman who deals in drugs and other gentlemen who wanted to get rid of the drug trade. I have chosen to side with the guy who wants to get rid of the drug trade, even though, what was it? Oracle Dust. Yes, Oracle Dust. Even though, technically, the biggest issue that I have right now is gold. Why did I choose to do that? I don't know. Because I'm generally trying to play a good person, generally speaking. Even though, outside of my control, my character has made some questionable choices in the past and based on what he wants to say. But I don't have any control over that. So, yeah. Let's continue to week 13. Lucky number 13. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Burb. Ooh. All sorts of people. Yes, and we also invited the lovely Violet here, which I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Dear father, King Ivo greatly mourns the loss of his father. The funeral took place as soon as we arrived in Atana. Talos is sorely missed amongst lords and advisors. Together with King Ivo, we prayed for justice for his father. They say he's in a better place now. Their journey home helped King Ivo clear his head, and you realize that as King of Davern, you didn't have anything to do with poisoning his father. Although you and King Ivo did not part on the friendliest manners, King Ivo wishes to apologize for his words, but says that his advisors forced him to stand by his decision. King Ivo wishes to send you support as his father promised, but his hands are tied until the royal trial is concluded. He counts on your quick investigation into the murder, which he believes will prove your innocence. King Ivo, I still can't get used to that. I suppose no one imagined Ivo taking the throne so soon. It's good at least he knows that I didn't poison Talos. We still need to convince his advisors and lords. They will need to see the murderer before they support sending their whole army to help Davern. We'll find the ones responsible, I'm sure. Let's ask Ursulia something else. Ask her about Dusty. Ask her about the cat. Tell her Sedana keeps pestering me. Yep. That's fine. Pietro! What paranoid delusion do you have to say? Hey, you! You have really gone overboard this time. I know it was you. Now everything is clear. I stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks. But now I know. I didn't do anything. I haven't left the castle at all. In fact, you can ask Audrey. This is true. But how can I be sure you're not lying to me? You should really watch what you're saying. You can't just accuse the king of lying. Oh, of course. I better go in that case. Maybe I saw someone else. What do I do? What do I do? Sir Frederick is Lord Stoven's superior officer. It seems like his opinion matters a lot. Okay, so Lord Frederick is just another lord. Okay, fair enough. I get it. I understand. Still, paranoid lord is being paranoid. Let's talk to this fancy dapper peasant. Hello, fancy dapper peasant. Traveling merchant. I'm selling rather exclusive wares. Silk, perfume, and books. And decorations, whatever your royal sorrow desires. Someone tells you might be interested in a far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, am I right? Tell me more. How fandustic. He deserves to go to prison just for that. You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most disillusioned pleasure seekers. Some say it's a perfect cure for when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it purely for recreation. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, Your Grace. I have 1 pack of dust for 14 pieces of gold. If you're tempted to grab another sack, I might throw it in for only 7 gold. That'd be 2 whole packs for 12 gold. Now, if that's not a deal worthy of your royal bottom, then I don't know what is. Cool. Go to the dungeons. But there's nothing wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. I'm just imagining that these are like the little like sugar sticks, like pixie sticks. That's what they're called, and they're just like snorting pixie sticks. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle got dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie to your king? My guards will take care of you at the exit. Goodbye, sir. I think we should check in with Lurs. We've done some tasks for him, so he might be ready for an alliance now. It's a fair point. We have to deal with Violet first, though. Hello. My name is Olivia, Your Grace. Interesting music you have there, Olivia. She comes from the forest. I am the leader of the cult of trees in the western woods. I know I am probably not welcome here, but you're my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all of the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of all recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running over its roots. We have tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray, Your Grace. Without that, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us. A worshipping oak? Are you praying to a tree? Yes, it's the tree of the god of thunder. A symbol of love and life filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree. Please, I'm begging you. I can't send my general because he's out, but I will give you gold. You should find someone in the market that you can hire. Thank you very much. I've got to say, I wasn't expecting you to help us. I will make sure our people know about your good heart. I hope your tree is going to be alright. And I got 2 masks. Yay! And I am sure nothing bad will happen. Asalia, you have a broom. What are you doing here with this brush? Oh, that's a brush? Mother made me sweep all the corridors. Why? What did you do this time? Nothing. Tell me what you did. Nothing. Your mother will tell me what you did if you won't. I better start sweeping before she finds me. So, Violet, how are you today? Your Grace, I hear y'all fight with Beast Face. We're preparing for the battle with Rodovia. You heard well. Her name is Violet. No, I'm not. I'm done. My elders have fought with the beasts many years before me. I heard they brought some Rodovian dog here to your castle. They say you keep them in the dungeon. I want to help you with those nasty beasts. I'll give you men and resources, 3 gold, and 150 army in exchange for the red dog. No dog, no army. I can't make it any simpler. What do you need him for? I'll teach him a lesson. I reckon we should make an example out of him. Show his dog brothers what happens to those who step a little too far. That will keep him at bay. Sounds like she's gonna torture him. But I have very little sympathy for them right now, so he's all yours. Do as you please. Fantastic. I'll take it slow, make sure he knows I'm there. One more thing. My deal is off the table if you ever help any of those dogs. So I can't help the Rodovians at all. That's fine. Honestly. Hey, I have this animal tooth. You know anything about it? That's one bit of a tooth. 'Tis beautiful is all I can tell you. Yarhar. Yarhar. I'm a pirate. I'm not much help. That's all. Okay. Let's go. Well, first things first. Let's get Sir Frederick out of the way. Come on. There we go. Let's go to the dungeon. Hello, peasant. Oh, I needed to get the other guy too. Your Grace, I can't bear this, please. Please let me out. I didn't know you disapproved of the dust. I thought it was like any other consumable product. Cool. It's gonna be a while, not gonna lie. Let's go ask the waifu what's going on with the daughter. What did Asalia do? You made her sweep all the corridors in the castle. This must have been serious. Oh, Eric, she's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh. It didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. You shouldn't let her play with swords. I know I shouldn't have, but I feel like I had no other choice. She'll still do it. She'd still do it in secret. I know, Eric. We need to pay more attention to her, especially now that Luli is gone. I disagree. I think she's fine practicing swords. Alright, well, that's it for week 13. Nothing bad happened. Cool. And yeah, my gold is gone. My gold expense is gone, I should say. Sadly, I still can't afford any of this, so that's always nice. I'm nowhere near the 1,000 army upkeep or army that I need, presumably. So that's nice to find out. And I'm running out of spare food. When I say spare food, I mean like my income is getting close to meeting my expenses, so that's probably not good. But yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell, and history will decide. Yada yada yada. Week 14. It's next. It's what's on the menu. Ooh. The craft will flourish, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make any sense of this, Audrey? I'm afraid not just as much as you, Your Grace. Something tells me it's to do with the Oracle dust, though. We should pass this on to Lurs or Etten. It's your call. Cool. That will be my next trip, then. I found the bandits. They were quite the bunch drinking away in the forest nearby. I let the villagers deal with them. I'm ready for our next orders. Thank you. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. Sidani. Your Grace, I come to you with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it. I think you're the youngest one of us who can read. Well, I made Danica read it for me. That's cheating. I already loved him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time, but now I need to make him rich. May I please request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. Piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I also need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I could find one? I honestly don't know. That's fine, I shall find one myself. Solidier. Your Grace. One of the nearby lords have committed suicide. I believe it was Pietro. He jumped down from a bridge into the river. Some children found him floating past the village. They got quite scared. He left this note. I am deeply sorry. Let his family know that they can count on us if they need anything. He didn't have anyone. I don't know who it was that kept following me, and I cannot take living in fear anymore. I hope you are happy now that I am gone, whoever you are. That's terrible. I wish I could have helped him. I do too. I do too. Sir Frederick, at your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Jovan mentioned you could help. I have heard your troubles, Your Grace. Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supply will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I cannot allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Branna, Keldu. Under my command, the army of the 2-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But Noeski? Noexi? Noexe? Not a single scar. Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noeski? Show me a single person who could confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noeski is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Who? A fellow who got well under your skin. Who is he? Noeski the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. Thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone else. There's something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire. The big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. Doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. Tell him there is a lichage in the nearby forest. The creature is just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. He brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. Okay. We do need to go and talk to Lurs, though. So, I wonder what I could have done with Pietro. Maybe you were supposed to lock him in the dungeon? I don't know. Is that it? Was that all for the week? Okay. I will send my general to explore that location. And let's end the week. I kind of want to do that one. Even though that will hurt my money financially. I'm going to hold off for another week. Well, the last 2 weeks were very short, but I don't really have enough time to do another week, probably, especially if something happens. And based on how quiet the last couple of weeks are, I would not be surprised to find that week 15 we're going to have something interesting happen. But we'll see. That'll be for next time. But until then, happy gaming.